Minor thickness. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another Gundam Battle Operations 2 video. Today we're flying out in a Dom Cannon 2. This is a support version, well, the support type of the Dom subtype of mobile suits. It's got a pretty good layout of weapons, and I enjoyed it. This is the first round I played with it. I think we won this round, and I think I did okay in it. It's got a nice selection of weapons, I think, and yeah, this is another round with Alucard. I believe he is flying a Goof Custom, and we are joined by a Ground Combat Gundam, a GIM Cam-Off, a Gun Cannon Mass Production type, and another Goof Custom. So this is a support type. It is armed with a double shoulder cannon on its right shoulder, and this, what I'm trying to do here is you can actually, with a weapon with splash damage like a cannon, you can actually kill people trying to capture F, but I think I needed to be a little closer. The Dom cannons don't have the same kind of range that like a gun cannon or something does, or at least in my opinion it doesn't. But the Dom cannon is faster than most support types. So I kind of started using it. Once I kind of learned that, I'm like, well, we'll try to get a little more in close and do a little like close-in support. It's got that rocket pod, it has a Zaku machine gun, and it has cracker grenades. It doesn't have a melee weapon. It has, you can punch people, but it doesn't have like a heat saber or something like the regular Dom or the Rick Dom 2 or something has. Or actually any Dom, I think, has a heat saber. Yeah, basically anything that's a Dom, which that's a Dom right there. That's a Rick Dom too. All the Dom subtypes hover. They have these cool, like, big, minorly thick legs. Actually, they're pretty thick. The Dom is a pretty thick boy. They have these cool hover jets on their legs, and I'm going to end up... Oh, I just noticed that Ifrit knock, that thing attacking me with fucking kunai, is not my friend. And that is a bad thing for me to be fighting. Anyway, I killed it thanks to my teammates. I'm going to get into, like, random Gundam lore and shit and stuff, because I do. But when the Dom was, like, introduced, it basically became Zeon's main mass production mobile suit, replacing the Zaku 2. And the Dom was a terror, more or less. It's heavily armored, heavily armed, and it's quick. Like I said, it can hover. And there's only a few mobile suits from the Universal Century early UC timeline, from, like, 0079 to probably, like, late 80, like, 85 to 87, something like that, I don't know, that could hover. The Doms, the Mudrock, the Armored Gym, and there might be a few more, but around 0087, around Zeta Gundam, everything kind of started hovering. But in this game, the only thing that does are the Doms, the Mudrock, the Armored Gym. Technically, the Zok and the Zamel, they hover, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I think we won this round. I don't remember. And I think that missile pod that I'm firing, I think if you hit them with all, what is it, 6 rounds, it'll stagger them. I'm running back to base to repair. I don't know if I mentioned or shown, but you can repair your mobile suit, and if you go back to base, eventually you'll just kind of automatically, you'll just kind of automatically start repairing. And if you crouch while repairing, you repair a little more. Basically, crouching gives you an attack buff and a defense. I think it gives you a defense buff. It should. But if you're crouched while you're repairing, you actually repair a little more. I always use the assemble in close formation tell because you don't need to bunch up, but it's good to be with your teammates. If you're together, you have a higher chance of killing people. And a lot of people, I do it, I'm not even going to say I don't, go off and try to be a hero, and bad things happen to them. Like, if you're against a coordinated team, then you're screwed. Although Alucard and I are always talking over Discord, and him and I try to coordinate, but there'll be times where he's usually better at it than I am. He is better at it than I am, because I'll just go silent. Like, my eyes will glaze over, and just go and do stuff. Like, I won't even pay attention. I won't do call-outs, but I try. But he's way better at it than I am. So my radar was getting all jacked up. That's because of that Ifrit Noct. The Ifrit Noct is one of the mobile suits that has jamming. It screws with your radar, and you can't see anything on it, but it lets you know that it's nearby. We got that kill. I think here in a second, somebody goes to bomb our base. Excuse me. Is this... I know that Ifrit Noct... No, it's not the Ifrit Noct. It's a Rickdom. That's one of the things that I'm like... It doesn't bother me. But Rickdoms are space versions of a standard Dom. They've got rocket... I don't know. They're different. They can fight in space. And the Rickdom 2 can be used on Earth when it actually never is. But I guess technically it is because the series the Rickdom 2 appears in originally... 0080 War in the Pocket takes place in a space colony, and you see Rickdom 2s wandering around space colonies, so... But I don't think you can use the regular Rickdom in space, or on Earth, but that makes sense. But here, anyway, there's somebody going for our base. I let Alucard know, and him and I decided to go back and do something about it. I'm pretty sure that's him following me. To get back to the base quickly, you can hop over this wall, and when you're jumping, if you hit L2, you'll instantly land. Now, normally, I'm really surprised that didn't kill him. I'm shocked and appalled. I'm surprised this guy did what he did, because after I realized those weren't going to hit, I went inside, and he was planting the bomb instead of hiding for a second. He gets the bomb, but I obviously got him, and I had enough time to defuse the bomb. It takes a minute for the bomb to detonate, and it takes, I want to say, 10 seconds to defuse it. So if you don't have time to defuse the bomb, if you've got less than like 11 seconds, don't do it. And here I did this thing. Instead of taking my Dom, I took his Rickdom, because I'm pretty sure he could spawn in on his mobile suit, but I decided to take his Rickdom. So we're going to take the Rickdom 2 out for a spin. I don't know why that Ifrit was more worried about my Dom cannon than me and the Rickdom. What was I... Oh, it takes 10 seconds for the bomb to defuse, and I think it takes a minute for it to detonate. So if you've got less than like 11 seconds, don't worry about defusing the bomb. And if you've only got a minute left in the match, there's no point in planting a bomb, because it's not going to detonate in time. And it's not a good idea to plant the bomb early. I would say wait until the... Ooh, that's an Agdazaku, who is currently kicking my face in, and my teammates saved me. I don't like to plant the bomb early. I would say wait. At this point, I'm like, screw it. I'm going to lose. When you steal an enemy mobile suit, you only can use it for about 50 seconds before it self-destructs. I said, screw it. We're going after this guy, and Alucard and I just mobbed him, and then that Ifrit came up and killed me. But yeah, plant the bomb a little later in the match, preferably once the damage increases on it. But I mean, I guess you could always blow the base up early, but we are coming towards the end of this match. Man, yeah, these matches don't last long, but this is a very fun game. As I've mentioned, if you don't have it, go pick it up. Even if you're not like a Gundam fan, it's a fun game. But we are now timed out of the game. The mission is over, and I do believe we won. We did. Did I get anything? Hey, I got top individual score on my team. Cool beans. As always, I'm going to leave a link to Flailthrough's channel in the description. Please go check him out. He does this stuff way better than I do, and he deserves all the viewers he can get. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did, and I hope to see you all next time. Until then, take it easy. Have a good one. Later.